Welcome to Double Take. I'm joined by my friend Furqan, and yesterday was the 6th anniversary of Article 370. I and Furqan would be discussing on its ramifications, its genesis, and how it has impacted the politics of Jammu and Kashmir for the 75 years. Welcome, Furqan.
थैंक यू अमित, हाउ यू डूइंग?
All good. तो फुरकान, मैं ये जानना चाहता था कि ये 370 की जो शुरुआत है,
हाँ,
ये कहाँ से हुई?
370 is basically, it was predated by Article 35A. Now that 35A was brought in by Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir. So it was more of a domicile law wherein jobs and land rights were given to, the resident domiciles of Jammu and Kashmir till that date. So it was mostly done to protect the interests of the Dogras. Why? Because the Punjabis used to come and take their jobs and take the land of this thing, Dogras. Now come to 1947. This was 370 joint was the link that connected India with.
See, ये बड़ा कंट्रोवर्शियल है क्योंकि 35A को लेकर जो स्टेट डोमिसाइल एक्ट है उसको लेकर हर किसी कम्युनिटी के अपने वर्जन थे. A section of community says it is for Dogras. Some say Kashmiri Pandits got it because Punjabis were eating into their jobs. That is the Dogra version of it. The Kashmiri version of it was Dogras got it because they were eating into land. But ultimately Maharaja didn't make it. Because I was part of the 370 petition which went to the court. One thing I figured out over my research was that the Article 370 was courtesy Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, which is also known as Azad Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistan. अब हुआ क्या कि ये बात आपको समझनी पड़ेगी कि J&K में largely the Muslim population, especially the Kashmiri Muslim population, wanted to continue with India, especially the peasant class and the lower gentry. While the richer class of Muslims in Jammu and Kashmir wanted to go with Pakistan, the peasantry and the lower level, the workers wanted to be.
What about the Kashmiri Pandits?
Kashmiri Pandits obviously wanted to be with India than to be Pakistan. Obviously they didn't want to be, but they were insignificant in numbers to sway things.
How was their positioning on independent Kashmir?
Very limited people were in view of independent Kashmir, like Ramchandra Kaak was in view for an independent Kashmir, but वो भी इसलिए था क्योंकि Maharaja Hari Singh was a confused king. He was a benevolent king. He was a fantastic administrator. He was progressive. He was visionary, but he was a king. So ultimately, he didn't want to lose his kingdom. So somewhere he also played that role of delaying the whole thing of accession to Jammu and Kashmir to India. Because उसको लग रहा था कि शायद मैं एक independent Jammu and Kashmir maintain कर सकूँ. Ultimately, given the choices, he himself wanted between the two nations, he wanted to be part of India. And जब उसका कोई option रहा नहीं, he chose to be part of India. Now coming back to 370, so when the accession happens, which also had a significant amount of Muslim majority, yes, in 1947, one Congress was delighted because it was negating the Pakistan's two-nation theory, जिसमें एक मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी प्रोविंस कह रहा है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के साथ रहना चाहते हैं, हम रहेंगे. दूसरा, जब POJK बना, पाकिस्तान स्मार्टली वेंट एंड क्रिएटेड सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ आज़ाद जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ आज़ाद जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ आज़ाद जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. So they gave that nomenclature to the occupied territories of theirs. And
yes.
So somewhere Kashmir leadership thought that वो शायद बेवकूफ़ बन गया और they have lost out to a great opportunity. अगर ये होता तो शायद शेख अब्दुल्ला को कहीं ना कहीं लगता कि शायद मैं ही प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता. तो to pacify that separatist feeling कि you have not lost out, you have gained by being part of India, 370 was introduced. तो रखो जी अपना तुम सदर रियासत, which is president, प्राइम मिनिस्टर रखो, अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रखो, अपना लिमिटेड रखो, इंडिया का इंटरफेरेंस.
I think three sectors where
and that is why
India governed the Jammu and Kashmir, which is defense, telecom, and foreign affairs.
But initial that was not 370. 370 जो आपका एक्सेशन का ट्रीटी है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ एक्सेशन, उसमें 565 स्टेट्स ने जब मर्ज किया था, सब में वही कंडीशन थी. ऐसा नहीं था कि जेएंडके के लिए कोई स्पेशल कंडीशन थी. जब 565 प्रिंसली स्टेट्स ने मर्जर करा है, उन सब में यही डॉक्यूमेंट में यही 3 चीज़ें हैं, ठीक है. इट इज सब्सिक्वेंटली दैट थिंग्स दे गॉट फुली अब्सॉर्ब्ड इनटू द यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया. अब JNK को 370 का एडवांटेज इसलिए मिला बिकॉज ऑफ द पाकिस्तान इन द वे इट वाज ट्रीटिंग द पाकिस्तान ऑक्युपाइड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. So to pacify the separatist forces in Jammu and Kashmir, or to make them feel that they did not lose out, 370 was brought in. And that is why Nehru goes on record saying, hoping कि over the period they will realize the advantage of merging with India, तभी कहता वो घिसते घिसते घिस जाएगा. Another turning point in this whole 370 is how the politicians of Jammu and Kashmir misused the 370 to their advantage. And that's where I want you to step in and tell us कि 370 से क्या नुकसान हुआ जम्मू कश्मीर को. फायदा पॉलिटिशियंस को बिल्कुल हुआ. शेख अब्दुल्ला became the Sheikh of Jammu and Kashmir, and his progenies are still believing that they are the sheikhs of Jammu and Kashmir and they have a shelter. But there was also a flip side to the development of Jammu and Kashmir, to the progress of Jammu and Kashmir, to the communal harmony of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes.
What is your view on that?
I do have a mixed view on that. So the first one, what they did do, it did hamper developmental process. That is true. You know, no big investor is willing to invest in a state where he can't own the land. He can just lease it. So that did hamper the development by notches. Number two, in its diluted form. Because see, what the BJP government abrogated on August of 5 to 2019 was a very, very diluted form of Article 370. You know, it had been gradually eroded in 1964, then in 1975, and you know, what was left were basic remnants of this thing. So, these basic remnants of Article 370 were used by local politicians, and in fact, the people in the power as some kind of a shield to prevent, you know, themselves from being answerable in corruption and other things as well. But that is one point of it. The second point to this is, has it impacted common man? The abrogation or Article 370 remaining there has, you know, its existence or non-existence impacted Kashmiri common person? I think it has not impacted. Other than, you know, this fear psychosis of, you know, land might be taken over forcibly, yes or no. There is no such tangible evidence अभी तक, okay, that
इसके जाने से
नुकसान हो गया या कुछ फायदा हो गया है.
इट्स फायदा तो दिखता है, नुकसान तो नहीं.
सर आप ये देखिए पिछले 5 साल में has unemployment situation improved? No.
नहीं, उसका 370 से कोई
The number
नहीं, उसका 370
has corruption improved? Corruption improved?
नहीं, वो तो DNA नहीं है आपका. 75 साल का मैलिस आप 5 साल में नहीं.
करप्शन अगर
आपकी ब्यूरोक्रेसी वही है जो 75 साल.
अगर आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट
देखो, अब आप देखो, जम्मू कश्मीर का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक ऐसा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन था जो कहता था इंडियन लॉज आर नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू जम्मू एंड कश्मीर अनलेस एंड अंटिल राटिफाइड बाय असेंबली, जो 370 की लाइन थी. अब प्रोग्रेसिव लॉज वर नॉट गेटिंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड इन कश्मीर, ठीक है, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. द स्टेट वाज डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग बिटवीन द जम्मू रीजन एंड कश्मीर रीजन, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. being a Kashmir centric political सिस्टम, अब आप सिंपल देखिए, दोनों रीजन्स की पॉपुलेशन ऑलमोस्ट 50-50 है. कभी एक की ज़्यादा होती है, कभी एक की ज़्यादा होती है, ऑलमोस्ट दोनों 50-50 के आसपास है. आपके 5 लाख गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉइज हैं जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में, ठीक है. आइडियली दिस स्प्लिट शुड हैव बीन 2.5 लाख या 273.2, ठीक है. ये 3.5 लाख, 3.25 लाख आपके आते हैं कश्मीर से, और 1.5 से 2 लाख के बीच आते हैं जम्मू रीजन से.
I have a counter on this.
Even on the development front, the Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, why couldn't you go and create a similar facility in Jammu? There was a discrimination. इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. The amount of quality education, quality infrastructure, quality medical infrastructure that was available to Kashmir was not available to Jammu. ये एक सच्चाई है. इसमें I am saying, is there an institution on par with Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences in Jammu? No, there is none. Even today, it is only after AIIMS that there is some parity with Kashmir. Halanki Kashmir also has got its own aims, but there is focus on जम्मू एंड कश्मीर। मुझे लगता है पहली बार जम्मू रीजन को अगर कुछ डेवलपमेंट का फोकस मिला दैट वाज ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ गुलाम नबी आज़ाद, ठीक है। Probably he treated both the regions equally. He did not discriminate between the regions. He came from Jammu but was a Kashmiri speaking Muslim. He treated both the regions equally well. Otherwise, the political narrative of Jammu and Kashmir has always treated Jammu differently from Kashmir.
I have a different take on this. You're talking about, you have this point that, the government employees' places crowded with by Kashmiris mostly. Now here's this thing. More than looking into political aspect of it, you have to look into the economic and the psychological aspect of it. The Jammu economy is mostly trader-based economy, and Jammu's economy is run by trade only. Why is Jammu suffering right now is because trade has fallen through. There is Darbar Move, the concept of Darbar Move has changed, and the train that has come through directly goes to Srinagar, and this trade has fallen down drastically, and that's why Jammu is suffering. And second, on the vice versa, there is no concept of entrepreneurship in Kashmir. We are both Kashmiris, we try to play safe. And that's our mindset. And so safest part in this is सरकारी नौकरी. And
नहीं देखिए, आपने जम्मू को कभी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं, आरएसी कहाँ थी? जम्मू में क्यों नहीं था आरएसी? श्रीनगर में क्यों आरएसी बना? एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी कश्मीर से क्यों शुरू हुई, जम्मू से क्यों नहीं शुरू हुई? तो आप बताइए, आपका फोकस था why a state which has a 50-50 population not given a chief minister from a non-Kashmiri background?
50-50 तो population है नहीं ना.
Till the last census, अभी जम्मू क्लेम करता we have more population and then Kashmir. We do not have census figures, but it is almost 55-45. ठीक है. अब आप why Jammu region has not been able to give a CM now? Why have not we accepted? The problem is
गुलाम नबी आज़ाद कहाँ थे?
नहीं, you are Kashmiri speaking. A non-Kashmiri. Why a Kashmiri? A non-Kashmiri. Now why a non-Kashmiri has never been a scheme of?
I'll tell you a different whatever.
So how 370 was ended up creating a barricade.
No.
Creating a barricade जिसमें आप देखिए, इसमें सबसे बड़ा जो
आपको
माइंडसेट सोचिए,
आप
माइंडसेट सोचिए. 35A was a discriminatory law even against its own residents, forget rest of India. आप कहते हैं औरत बाहर शादी करती है तो अपना राइट यूज करती है. That was what Article 35A was.
Yes, that is discriminatory. I think
what I'm trying to say, it reflects the mindset of the entire thing. See, ultimately 370 became represented by 35. So you have women who marry a non-Kashmiri get disowned by the state. On the reverse front, a Kashmiri man marries a non-Kashmiri, she's welcome back. Why? Now look at the mindset, political mindset. Sahani judgment आती है. Sahani judgment कहती है women does not lose her status even after if she marries outside. ठीक है. हर 370 हर status as a resident, उस समय तो PRC था. Permanent resident of Kashmir does not change. Jammu and Kashmir does not change. The Mehbooba government, along with Congress, goes and brings a bill in the assembly saying to overrule the High Court judgment. ठीक है, सुशीला साहनी केस में ये तो पब्लिक प्रेशर था, नेशनल आउटक्राई था कि उन्होंने वो बिल उनको विड्रॉ करनी पड़ी. अदरवाइज दैट वाज द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द माइंडसेट ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. The 1990 exodus of Kashmiri Pandit was a gift of Article 370.
how
Because over the period you used the non-applicability of Indian laws to the state of Jammu and Kashmir by ensuring that there is open discrimination against the minority community. And I'll tell you how. You will agree with me, Kashmiri Pandit community is the most educated community at that point of time in Jammu and Kashmir. Prior to 90?
Yes.
It was. The only job they used to get was the teacher jobs. You had a 10th, 12th topper. पहले 3 लाख कश्मीरी पंडितों के होते थे, उन तीनों को एडमिशन नहीं मिलता था ना आरएससी में ना मेडिकल कॉलेज में. वहाँ वो 55% पास वाला, 65% वाला, सेकंड डिवीजन वाला एडमिशन लेके बैठा होता था, और ये तीनों हाई कोर्ट में जाकर रेट पिटिशन फाइल कर रहे होते थे. और फिर रेट पिटिशन के तो ये डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आपके उनके साथ है जो आपके साथ टॉपर है. अब सोचो 70% 80% वाला था, उसके साथ उसका तो भगवान ही मारी.
Most of the government jobs, were with, you know, there was an equal split, if
No,
not
it
more
was
split with Kashmiri Pandits.
No, it was not.
Sir,
On the state government, it was not.
Sir,
Not on the state government. In central government, yes. Because central government appointments were based on merit. They were not based on discretion.
That's,
The Jammu Kashmir state government jobs were based on discretion of the particular mantri, particular party in power, which was always National Conference. And
सर मेरे को एक चीज बताइए, जो आपका यू नो द बेसिक स्तंभ जिसको बोलते हैं आपकी सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, दैट इज योर तहसीलदार एंड पटवारी, वो सारे इफ नॉट एवरीबडी मतलब ओवरवेलमिंग मेजॉरिटी में कश्मीरी पंडित
आप
आते
3 से ज्यादा चीफ सेक्रेटरी नहीं निकाल सकते जम्मू कश्मीर के जो कश्मीरी पंडित हो। 3 के ऊपर आपकी लिस्ट बन
सर
जाएगी। ठीक है,
आप मेरे को एक चीज बताइए,
क्यों बंद हो जाएगी? अगर सारी ब्यूरोक्रेसी कश्मीरी पंडित के
अगर-
पास थी,
अगर-
तो चीफ कमिश्नर कश्मीरी पंडित
सर मेरे
को
को एक चीज बताइए आप,
चीफ सेक्रेटरी सॉरी
बाई चीफ सेक्रेटरी, आप पॉपुलेशन का रेशियो क्या है पंडित and
क्या
मुस्लिम?
मतलब?
नहीं नहीं आप ही बताइए।
बात मेरिट की चल रही थी।
नहीं नहीं मेरे
बात मेरिट, आपने कहा ब्यूरो, मैं आई एम नॉट सेइंग, आई डिड नॉट डिंग इट। यू सेड the bureaucracy was dominated by Kashmiri Pandits. But if that was the truth, then why wasn't it reflecting in the higher
Let me tell you this thing.
higher levels of the bureaucracy?
आप 3 बोल रहे हैं, 3 कश्मीरी पंडित से ज्यादा
ये मुझे तो नहीं पता, हो सकता 4 भी, बट मेरे
But-
to my knowledge there have not been more than 3 Kashmiri
नहीं
Pandits.
मतलब टू माय नॉलेज आल्सो मतलब मोर देन 3 कश्मीरी मुस्लिम्स भी नहीं
बहुत कश्मीरी मुस्लिम, मैं आपको 10 के नाम दे दूंगा।
किस
Kashmiri Muslim, and there's a case, a peon of Jammu, and this could happen only in Jammu and Kashmir, that a peon in state administration ended up as the chief secretary.
who
I don't remember the name, I'll get you the name.
the problem, see I tell you,
He
there
was
are
a
only
peon.
3 Kashmiri Muslims,
He was a peon.
Mr. Mir Nasrullah, Mr. Sheikh Ghulam Rasool and Mr. Iqbal Khan.
I think the name.
These they made cut to the, I can still check it, we can check it.
आप दूसरा देखिए।
But the fact is, मतलब, you know-
जब 1960s में, हाँ, जब 1960s में आपका इंसर्जेंसी आई थ्रू अल फतह
हाँ।
and other groups, how did you resettle those guys? By making them DSPs and SPs.
Who?
The Al Fatah surrendered
हाँ।
militants were inducted into police.
Hmm.
SRO 43 you are aware of?
ऐसा हाँ.
SRO 43 says that there will be compensation paid
Paid.
to the families of terrorists.
Yes.
Why? मतलब the state of Jammu and Kashmir under the guise of 370 was incentivizing terrorism. अब 370 के बाद क्या फायदा हुआ? ये वही जम्मू एंड कश्मीर जहाँ 370 के हटने से पहले 6 महीने साल का कैलेंडर निकालता था, जो हुर्रियत निकालता था, जिसमें 6 महीने आपके स्कूल और कॉलेजेस बंद होते थे, जिसमें आपकी दुकानें बंद होती थी, ठीक है। 2019 के बाद, एटलीस्ट नॉट टू माय मेमोरी, I have heard schools closed because of any band or alcohol. So there is no break in the education of the children. उससे पहले तो बच्चों के एग्जाम भी नहीं होते थे, वो प्रमोटेड होते थे, ठीक है। आज बच्चों की एजुकेशन में कोई ब्रेक नहीं। Forget the economic tourism part of it. I will not get into that. There is no band call in last 6 years. Business is flourishing. You and I have seen multiple times that same Srinagar which was shut down by 6:30 is even today open at 2 o'clock. ठीक है? So there is a less fear also. There are, I am not saying that 370 has gone and solved every problem, but it has made significant inroads in the places.
Sir,
Today there is no one who goes and speaks a separatist language.
Sir,
आज वो सेपरेटिस्ट जो कल तक पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद करता था, आज आपसे मुझसे ज्यादा बड़ा हिंदुस्तानी बना है।
अब मैं आपको दूसरा इसमें काउंटर पॉइंट डिफरेंट बोलूंगा. The most of these people you're talking about, मतलब, you know, probably what you are seeing is there has never been hartal, there has never been a strike, or there has never been a stone pelting incident in past 5 years. For that matter, I mean, let me take you back between 2010 to 2015. Those were again, मतलब, you know, there were very little incidents of stone pelting and everything during that phase.
No, 2010 में 120 people lost life इस बात का।
2011, you know,
2000,
something that as significant as
Oh, wait a minute. 2010 you lost entire year to the stone pelting in Assam,
Sir, 2000
which was managed by this Masrat Alam, ठीक है। 2011-2012 में relatively peaceful, हालांकि they were terror
सर, आप मेरे को एक
सुन तो लो। 2013 फरवरी,
सर,
2013 फरवरी, अफजल गुरु हैंगिंग,
सर,
अफजल गुरु हैंगिंग,
हाँ,
There was one call, there was compulsion.
But-
Yes,
uh,
it was not to the level of one that was fair. Yes, it was much better managed, and much better controlled. But saying कि कुछ नहीं हुआ, ये गलत।
आप मेरे को
We also know people were thrown into Jhelum
Sir-
river and so forth,
Sir-
picked and thrown into Jhelum.
सर आप मेरे को एक चीज बताइए. Now let me bring you a different point of view. Do you agree कि कश्मीर में टारगेट किलिंग हो रही है माइनॉरिटीज की?
अभी भी हो रही है।
अभी भी हो रही है. जितना सस्टेन लेवल पे 2019 के बाद से हो रहा है अभी तक, उतना सस्टेन लेवल पे 1990 में भी नहीं हो रहा था. That is,
And I'll tell you why. Thank you for raising this point. Now look at the history of targeted killing. 1990 killings against Hindus, Kashmiri Pandits, forced exodus, genocide. Comes 1996.
हाँ.
The Vandhama killing was killing of the people who had come back. They were not the people who had stayed back. They were the people who got displaced to Jammu and then they came back. Okay. Vandhama killing happened. Vandhama killing happened to send a clear message. Narimar killing happened to send a clear message. Sangrampura killing happened to send a clear message. If you dare to come back, listen to me. If you dare to come back, we will eliminate you. 2010 PM package happens. There was an enough fear that Pandits will be attacked. Agencies involve Gilani. You can do that Google. Agencies involve Gilani. Gilani visits the first Kashmiri Pandit PM package camp at Vesu and then goes to Matan, assuring them that they will be protected. So there was a message from the Gilani to the terror camp that do not touch these boys. These are limited in number, 1600-1800. तब तक आप मैसेज क्लियरली भेज चुके थे. उसके बाद आता है 2019, एब्रोगेशन होती है, टारगेटेड किलिंग स्टार्ट्स हैपनिंग होती है. व्हाई दिस हैपेंस? बिकॉज देयर वाज अगेन एन अटेम्प्ट टू टेल द माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी इफ यू प्लान टू कम बैक विल एलिमिनेट यू. So first killing happened to that Swarn Singh jeweler, then Ashish, that Dabawala's son, Rahul Bhatt, Ajay Bharti. अजय भारती तो बेचारा 6 साल से रह रहा था, सरपंच भी बन गया था.
बिंदु साहब
Bindu Saab to never leave the teacher who was helping the Muslim community by feeding and teaching and paying for the
Sir,
fees of multiple officers.
why did these killings happen? I want to ask you.
Because
I'll tell you a Muslim point of view also in this, Kashmiri Muslim point of view. See, what somewhere, I consider myself as, a pro-Indian, centrist Muslim. Somewhere the way BJP talks about things, this canard of demographic change, if it happens naturally, it doesn't matter. See, Kashmir's demography has changed from Buddhism to Shaivism to Muslim, and we might be Jews in future, or Christians in future, and we don't know, but essentially we'll be Kashmiris in future. But the fact that this was put out on the online social media platforms, like the ruling dispensation does it in case of protests, minority communities protesting in mainland India as well. They put out these, they have this huge army of people sitting on Twitter who say demographic change kar denge, wo kar denge, ye kar denge. Now if they do it in mainland India, then Muslims are in a minority.
आप अभी कहाँ बैठे हो?
सर मैं दिल्ली में बैठा हूँ.
दिल्ली में किसी ने कहा आपको कि आपके आने से
सर मैं तो वही बोल रहा हूँ, डेमोग्राफिक चेंज इज नॉट पॉसिबल, बट द वे आप यही बात समझा के दिखाइए. एक एवरेज
नहीं. Thackeray is trying to listen to me. Thackeray is trying to do it in Maharashtra, especially Bombay. Karnataka में बीच में नॉनसेंस चला. It has not been successful there.
सर
But let me complete. But this narrative is successful in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Kashmir. Why? Why does the Kashmiri Muslim buy into it?
I'll tell you why would a Kashmiri Muslim buy it? जो 370 abrogation है ना, if you see in the conditions that it happened, कि कुछ हो रहा है, it was all rumors till the morning of 5th of August 2019. And in Kashmir, rumors turned into reality. We have seen it in the past, and this is a fair psychosis. I mean, I know that demographic change, वो बेचारा जो बैंक का गार्ड था राजस्थान से आया था, उसकी वजह से demographic change नहीं हो जाएगी कुछ. But जब you have a person, see, if you are seen in a photo with Prime Minister, you are seen with this guy on Twitter, and suddenly you claim on Twitter कि इस तरह हो सकता है कि demographic change हो सकती है. What does it 12%.
भाई ठाकरे या फॉरेन उद्धव ठाकरे भी क्लेम करता है और वो चीफ मिनिस्टर रह चुका है। मेरा सवाल तो यही है ना कि व्हाई डोंट पीपल ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, व्हाई डोंट द पीपल ऑफ कर्नाटका बाय इनटू इट, व्हाई डज द कश्मीरी मुस्लिम बाय इनटू इट?
Sir,
पॉलिटिशियंस विल यूज दिस टू देयर एडवांटेज। द मराठी मानुस कॉन्सेप्ट, ये जम्मू वाला क्यों नहीं बाय करता?
Sir, बिल्कुल।
देखो जम्मू तो जम्मू कश्मीर का पार्ट है ना।
Sir, बिल्कुल।
जम्मू वाला जम्मू कश्मीर जम्मू का पार्ट है, जम्मू कश्मीर का पार्ट है। जम्मू वाला क्यों नहीं ये बाय करता? थोड़ी डेमोग्राफिक चेंज, ये कश्मीरी मुसलमान ही क्यों बाय करता?
सर मेरे को एक चीज बताइए,
ऐसा
Do you think that-
ऐसा क्या है इस सेक्युलर देश में कि कश्मीरी मुस्लिम वांट्स टू मेंटेन, नॉट द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट दैट, द प्रॉब्लम इज कश्मीरी मुस्लिम डजंट वांट टू मेंटेन
Sir-
कश्मीरी आइडेंटिटी।
Sir-
कश्मीरी मुस्लिम इज नॉट वरीड अबाउट
Sir-
demographic change because of culture or language.
Sir, let's-
He is worried about the demographic change because of non-Muslims coming into the state. अगर ये 4 लाख कश्मीरी बिहारी मुसलमान इसमें कश्मीर में हैं,
सर
all artisan jobs and all other
Sir,
मतलब बार्बर, टेलर,
सर, मैं आपको बोलूंगा-
कांदूर, हाँ बेकर,
सर-
सब बिहारी चलाते
सर,
हैं, सब मुसलमान
हम
हैं।
unfortunately-
उन पे क्यों नहीं हम उस पे कश्मीरी मुसलमान नाराज क्यों नहीं होते?
Sir, unfortunately, we have been sold the story that at the time of partition, Jammu Kashmir was the beacon of hope. What we are not talking about, what has happened in Jammu and Kashmir. जम्मू में बहुत सारा स्लॉटर हो गया मुस्लिम्स का, if you remember.
बहुत सारा slaughter हिंदूज का भी हुआ।
There is a recorded evidence of that.
There's a reason to it. When Muzaffarabad, when raiders came to Muzaffarabad, Bhimber and the areas which are under POJK today, they slaughtered entire Sikh and Hindu community. They were forced to flee. Now listen to me. This is ये कोई जम्मू में जो हुआ वो कोई स्पेशल नहीं था कि वो सिर्फ जम्मू में हुआ। एंटायर नॉर्दर्न बेल्ट में, पंजाब में, जम्मू कश्मीर, खासकर जम्मू रीजन में, कश्मीर में नहीं हुआ
So it changed the demographics of Jammu.
हाँ, but it changed the demographics of POJK also. Now if you look at it, POJK which was 60-40, which was 60-40.
अगर रेडर्स ने अगर
आपकी बात सुन, जम्मू कश्मीर was POJK was 60-40.
हाँ।
Today it is 0. It is not even 1-2%. It is 100 versus 0. अब जो बंदा अपने घर से आपने जिसको निकाला है धर्म के नाम पे, पाकिस्तान was created in the name of religion. It was not a cultural divide. It was not a linguistic divide. It was a religious divide. जिस घर व्यक्ति को आपने धर्म के नाम पे उसकी बेटी बीबी के साथ सब कुछ किया, उसको बेघर किया, he has that. I'm not saying that he did this right, and the people who got killed deserved it. It was wrong, but he had that anger. And why do we count what happened in Jammu? Yes, Jammu there was a massacre of Muslims, but there was massacre of Hindus in Poonch and Rajouri also. It was a communal affair where both communities were
So
killing each other.
I'll tell you, what
Killing each other.
1947 did in Jammu, there was a change in demography. And you know, that is besides the point. See, demography, to change the demography, it's not that easy. It's not easy.
There was no change in the demography of Jammu region.
Was it
There
a
was
Muslim majority?
No, it is still a Muslim majority.
Jammu region is-
Jammu region is still 60% Muslim. I'll tell you, again, if I go by what the claims are being made by the so-called intellectuals on Jammu massacre, even by their claims, the displacement of Muslim population of the Jammu city happened, which moved to Rajouri and Poonch. The Jammu province का जो demography था in terms of Muslim majority, it still continues to be a Muslim majority province. It is still not a Hindu. If anyone has that assumption that Jammu province is a Hindu majority area, it is not. Jammu city is, Jammu province is not. Second, you need to understand, there was a large section of population in lakhs,
Sir, no.
which moved from POJK to Jammu region. So they added to that population. और आपका जो POJK का मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन था जो पहले जम्मू प्रोविंस में आता था, क्योंकि POJK is 90% जम्मू, वो जम्मू रीजन में आता था, वो वही रहा। तो ये वाली पॉपुलेशन जो थी यहाँ पे 30-40%, वो जम्मू प्रोविंस में आई, वो मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन वहीं रही। तो एक परसेंटेज डेफिनेटली हिंदू और सिख पॉपुलेशन का बढ़ा, reduced. But even today, the Muslims constitute the largest section of population in Jammu region. They are the majority. Hindus still are not majority in Jammu region.
Then that brings me, आपने बोला कि जम्मू से का मुख्यमंत्री क्यों नहीं आते अब तक? Now if you go look at the dynamics, Kishtwar is Kashmiri speaking Muslims, Doda Bhadrawa is again Kashmiri speaking Muslims,
Some 50-50.
Banihal again Kashmiri
50-50.
speaking, Kashmiri speaking.
50-50.
Politics is about, you know, numbers at the end of the day.
No, because India.
सर पीर पंजाल जो है, पीर पंजाल जब यहाँ से भाजपा उनको बोलेगा फॉर यू नो मतलब द लीडर्स I'll say what BJP claims to be an aberration, and I believe which is a mainstream now. They say कि मतलब इस तरह करा किया जाएगा, मतलब there is an open talk about hatred towards Muslims. Do you think a Pahadi Muslim जो गुजर बकरवाल community से है, वो he would be comfortable with that, voting for that ideology?
मैं उसमें नहीं गया, मैं I am not getting into politics.
So that
political party
sir,
says.
the problem is
बीजेपी तो पिक्चर में 2019 के बाद आई है. 2019 से पहले तो बीजेपी पिक्चर में थी नहीं JNK में, ठीक है. Their best scenario was Amarnath agitation 5 seats, ठीक है. Because only up to 2014 when Modi came to power in center, they made some significant inroads in Jammu province, ठीक है. उससे पहले तो बीजेपी कहीं पिक्चर में नहीं थी ना. 2014 से पहले बीजेपी was a insignificant player in Jammu and Kashmir, ठीक है. As I told you, 2010 का जो फिगर है 9 का, जिसमें बेस्ट नंबर वाज 5. That was their best.
sir, आपको मैं technically speaking,
there were two fold. One is the Kashmiri camaraderie. The Kashmiri Muslim believes that he is superior to rest of the state. To rest of the state, he is the superior Muslim to the other Muslims of Jammu and Kashmir. That is why he treats Pahadis as inferior, Bakar Gujarwal as inferior, and Jammu का बेचारा मुसलमान है.
post 1983, I would say 1983. I will go 1987. Starting from 1987, I would say जो खाम कश्मीरी बोलते हैं ना, खाम कश्मीरी चीफ मिनिस्टर का टर्म, जो प्योर कश्मीरी टर्म. I'm sorry, I used Kham Kashmiri is very common Kashmiri. Kham Kashmiri is what we call as pure Kashmiri, whose both parents and progeny are from Kashmir Valley only. So they were originally, I could say that they had 6 years as chief minister. That was Mr. Mufti Muhammad Saeed and his daughter.
No, Sheikh Abdullah.
सर शेख अब्दुल्ला 1987 से पहले था.
फारूक अब्दुल्ला
सर मादर जो फारूक अब्दुल्ला की मदर है, मादर मेहरबान, वो
फारूक अब्दुल्ला की मदर, हाँ,
she was from Gujarat community.
हाँ, but
sir, her father was an Englishman. Umar Abdullah father is half.
तो वही तो 370 का था. आपने विमेन के राइट्स ले रखे थे, आपने मेल डोमिनेंट सोसाइटी बना रखा था उसको. अब स्टेट जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, लिसन हाउ ब्यूटीफुल द स्टेट वाज. द फर्स्ट documented female ruler of world comes from Kashmir, Yashomati, who gets coronated by Lord Krishna himself. First documented female ruler of the world. Then you have wonderful, brave rulers of Jammu and Kashmir, Kota Rani. Then you have Dida, and subsequently the same poetesses which we had. The advent of these political families. बेगम अब्दुल्ला वाज मादर वतन, बट उसके अलावा क्या था उसका रोल इन पॉलिटिकल से? नथिंग. अब्दुल्ला, दिस इज द ब्यूटी. थैंक यू. अब्दुल्लास वांट 370 बैक, बट नन ऑफ देम मैरिड टू अ कश्मीरी फीमेल. ठीक है. Look at your separatist leaders. They want 370. They do not want any domicile change. They do not want demography changes. Yasin Malik married a Pakistani. So Sajjad Ghani Lone is married to a non-Kashmiri, non-Indian. ठीक है. Abdullahs are married to non-Kashmiri. ठीक है. I have a different this duplicity. No, I have a Kashmir sustain. So आपके लीडर non-Kashmir से शादी करते हैं, गैर हिंदुस्तानी से शादी करते हैं, और फिर बाकी हिंदुस्तानियों को कश्मीरी पंडितों को कहते हैं कि आप डेमोग्राफी चेंज कर रहे हैं. मतलब ये हिपोक्रेसी की कोई सीमा होती है ना. और वही यासीन मलिक खड़ा होता था 370 नहीं हटेगा. वही सज्जाद गनी लोन आके खड़ा होता था 370 नहीं. His wife even today carries the Pakistani passport. She has not taken the Indian citizenship. Sir, I don't. That is her personal choice. No. I'm not saying that's a personal choice. That is her personal choice. No. But सज्जाद गनी लोन किस मुंह से कहता है कि डेमोग्राफी चेंज?
Let me go ahead one step and say something which is very controversial, but it has to be spelled out. Now, who does Sajjad Lone claim to be protected by? The same people who abrogated Article 370 on the pretext of equality. And Sajjad Lone, he's tom-tomming around the town. I'm sure if it lands my ears, your ears, it would land in the ears that matter. I mean, this is being done on a daily basis. So the fact remains, it has to be a pure, the crackdown has to come from the heart.
I agree with you. I agree.
Or this is half-baked attempt. Let's set a narrative. It's narrative game. It's PR optics till then.
I agree with you.
See, as a common
as the political system of this country will always try to use the situation to their.
I will
we'll do a separate session on how these reviving of Jamaatis, funding of people like Sajjad Ghani Loan or other separatists into political system is going to be more harmful than this. Let's close it.
Let me tell you just one point. The fact remains, आज से 8 साल पहले जब 370 था, मैं दिल्ली में ही नौकरी कर रहा था. आज 370 नहीं है, मैं दिल्ली में ही नौकरी कर रहा हूँ. 2016 में उड़ी हो गया, जहां पर हमारे 28 जवान मारे गए, तब 370 था. 2025 में पहलगाम हो गया, which is far worse than उड़ी, because it was, the attack was against the people who had not signed up for it.
Yes, I agree.
It was not a combat. 2025 में 370 नहीं था, मगर ये था, आतंकी हमला हो गया. Let's be practical. Change.
I'll close this discussion with one question.
हाँ.
Do you think abolition of Article 370 was needed and helpful? Yes or no?
Excuse me. It was needed. It was a piece of crap that had to go away at one point of time. But let me tell you, the way it was done,
That's fine.
it is problematic. What the message that it
No, no, we can have a different view on that, but
this has to be spelled out, because because if we're talking about it, it's given the image of the current government. It felt like they're trying to say Kashmiri Muslims को औकात दिखाएंगे. The way it was.
I agree with you, but I personally believe that there was no other way it could have been done.
I mean, it could have been done better.
It had to be done that way. Yes, I agree with you that somewhere it did send that communication.
Come on, we know how correct Kashmiri politicians are. They could have used them as a pawn to do that.
The controversy stays on. Yesterday, we saw political leaders again coming out demanding the restoration of Article 370. हालांकि उस 370 में बचा क्या खुदा जाने, but they still want it, and they still contest elections on the promise of getting 370 back. While they have no powers to get the statehood back, I don't know how they'll get the 370 back. But that's how the politics of Jammu and Kashmir continues. Thank you, Furqan,
Thank
for
you.
being there. And I forgot to tell you guys that he is a reputed journalist and a well-known author, and we'll be doing many more sessions on current affairs together. Thank you for being part of Double Take.
Thank you, everyone.